Following the near loss of the shadow and life of Lady Gilda, the heroes regained their footing and quickly covered their surroundings to ensure no more danger lurked nearby. When all seemed quiet, a small rodent came to them, bearing a note from Rin Savinci. Something is amiss in Otari, or is about to be, according to a haunting vision. The heroes followed the little messenger through a series of tunnels, arriving at the smuggler's cave through a well-hidden secret door. Upon arrival, a druid of the Stone Ring Pond lay in wait. The heroes were warned of strange stirrings in the forest, accompanied by a bright, full moon, as they followed the druid to see Warlowin. There, the heroes admitted to their knowledge that Jal Mesmin still lives, and fears and understanding were given rise. Strangely, Doriana, Mer Minhima's eldest child, was among the druids, having been found wandering toward the Fogfen at night. More mysteries come forth as they discover strange characters bruised into her arm, the only decipherable word reading Leng, and a perfect ruby sewn into her favorite plush toy griffin. She claimed to be trying to visit her friend, the Motley Man, who grants her gifts and takes her on adventures in her dreams. The heroes decided to deliver these unsettling discoveries to the Menhima's family, and when they arrived, Osif was not to be found in his home. With guards posted to guard the family against what evil the moon had brought, everyone agreed to travel to the garrison for additional protection for all. And when they entered the town, a cacophonous choir of baleful howls filled the air from all directions.
Hello there, creatures and denizens of the North. James here with a favor to ask of you. We want you to go out and tell a friend about one of our shows. Word of mouth is so important for a burgeoning network like ours, and each and every one of you can help us grow just by mentioning one of our shows to a friend, a game master, or someone on the street with a cool shirt. We'd also like to remind you that we've got a free public Discord where some of our most dedicated fans hang out at unchartednorth.com/Discord, and we'd love to hear from you. And if you really like what we do, you can help us create these shows and get some cool rewards in the process at patreon.com/unchartednorth. That's it. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Welcome back, listeners. We got Scotty in the zoo. And speaking of zoos this morning on your commute to work, God, it's wild out there. Speaking of the wilderness, you know, I was at work the other day and I was talking to my colleague and we saw a coyote run across the road. And then we just got to talking about animals and which ones we'd like to be. I don't know. You guys can choose this one however you want. Is which one is closest to you that you think? Like me, maybe a panda, or which one you want to be, like a wolf or a lion or something dope like that. So don't everyone volunteer at first. James.
I actually, yeah, okay. So when I was a kid, I have a friend who's always been like
An animal.
a little more mystical than I've ever really been able to get down with. But she, when we were kids, told me that in a dream I was a falcon, and that was always kind of stuck with me. They're fast, they're shrewd, they've got really good eyesight, like a bunch of shit that I don't have. But I always thought that was an interesting concept. And she told me that I was specifically a peregrine falcon, and peregrine is of course Latin for lonely wanderer. So that made a whole lot of sense, and it really resonated to me. To the point where my entire upper back is tattooed wings of a peregrine falcon. So that would have to be my answer. Yeah, yeah, my whole upper back. Yeah,
I thought it was Latin for two
Holy crap.
smiles, but okay, peregrine.
that's English.
Peregrine. Freeman.
Honestly, I've not really ever thought about this too much. I don't think. My first thing was I don't have any reason to want to be this animal. When I was a kid, for whatever reason, I was obsessed with lynxes. I loved the lynx. Thought they were really cool. Probably just because little tufts on their ears. I don't know.
Very cute.
Kids are weird, and I was no exception. But honestly, I'm actually a little bit flabbergasted that James said falcon, because that was the second thing that went in my head. I was like, I think a creature of flight, especially a predatory bird, but not a massive one. I don't want to be a big one. I want to be one that's fast, like stupid fast. And
Fastest creatures on earth, my dude.
The peregrine falcon, yeah. So I was like very much there. The other one maybe would be for an alternate flight flying animal would be probably a parrot of some kind. I think they're not only beautiful, but just like really impressive creatures. Like they're so intelligent, some of them, like African greys and macaws, and they're so just like capable.
And it would be nice to be a little more intelligent than you currently are, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
We'll give you a reason to talk to
Yeah.
yourself.
And that guy
The
is
alternative
always eating crackers and talking about how much he likes it.
The alternative is I could be a Canadian goose and know what it's like to be the biggest asshole in the world, like Scott.
Hey, shitting everywhere.
For the record, if I was going to be an animal, I think I'd be more like a barn owl. Like kind of cute, kind of fluffy, but you don't want to approach them or look them directly in the eyes.
I was trying to think of an animal that has like a lot of beard but not a lot of top hair. we remember we saw that rabbit one time when we went to pick up hay for your guinea pigs, and it had this massive beard. Yeah, never been able to get that out of my head.
I love that rabbit.
So cool.
I feel like James could be some sort of mountain goat as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Goats are my favorite animals. Like I don't know if you've ever like hung out with a goat, but they're awesome.
I have
love
not.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool. They're so much fun.
All right, Dunk.
That's what we're gonna get instead of a dog.
Nice.
See, this is a real big coincidence. We're gonna have to market 3 for peregrine falcon, guys. No, that's a joke. Probably the noble capybara would be the aspirational goal there. Just totally zen.
Yeah.
But I mean, more realistically, it would probably be like I don't know, like an opossum or something.
A possum or an opossum?
An opossum. Possums are quite cute. Opossums are the ones that sometimes are cute and sometimes they could show up looking like a cat straight from hell.
Yeah, there's some ratchet ass motherfuckers. That's why you have to caveat it. Oh, awesome.
And what can I say? When the going gets tough, I just like to play dead and not get leprosy.
Nice.
Big fan of not having leprosy.
Big.
over here.
That's a win in 2
show up.
columns.
Isn't that
important
isn't that
to me.
an armadillo thing too?
Oh, armadillos
They have
give you leprosy. At least one of the species is. Yeah, they give you leprosy like mad.
So messed up. Yeah,
Nice.
it's like koalas. Koalas are riddled with
Chlamydia.
with herpes, I think. Oh, chlamydia. That's it. Yeah.
Chlamydia. Yeah. John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award.
That's not how I learned it, but I learned it the hard way.
John Oliver.
Oh yeah, he's actually got a koala chlamydia award in
Oh my God.
in Australia.
That's so funny.
But
Very
I think
nice.
they did it in protest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you said
Right.
panda. Is that what you landed on, Scott?
I think that if it was just like what I'm most like, I would go panda. But if it was what I wanted to be, I always thought that I'd want to be something that first of all has the ability to enjoy play. Just because being an animal is just constantly fighting for your life fucking sucks. So then you also have to go for like apex predator. So and then lions are pretty rad, but then they're always like hot. So I don't like that
You know
either.
what you should be, Scott? You should be a quokka.
Ooh.
Quack a flock of flame.
Quokka. They're like those these little rodents that live like off an island, like off like is it New Zealand or Australia or something? And they have no natural predators, so they're not afraid of people. So they just like wander around being friendly.
Yeah, they've got the
Well, that's
stupidest
pretty
grin
basic.
on their face all the time. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they're so.
Not saying that you have a
adorable.
stupid grin on your face.
I was gonna go with sea otter.
Well, the mustache is
Sea otter?
kind of evocative of a
Yeah.
Here for
walrus.
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, my partner says that all the time. Walrus mustache.
That's good. Well, I think a were walrus would be really strange.
Tusk is a great movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've
You're gonna
seen
wear-
Tusk. Yeah.
I have not.
But speaking of Kevin
it's-
Smith,
it's
this
rough.
situation really sucks.
Ouch.
Yeah. Speaking of turning into
you-
animals, Joel.
You're in a bit of a weird situation here. This big cacophony of howls just echoed across the sky and through the town, and is drawn a bit silent now. And you can hear with the whinnying of horses within the Galentine deliveries. As you gain your bearings, you see a little curtain pull aside, and Oloria Galentine is like eyeing out the window. She sees you and opens the door and steps out, but not getting too far from the door. Hello there, friends. Something strange is happening here. Where are you off to?
We're headed to the garrison. We have Menhemus's oh god. We have the mayor's daughter. We need to return her.
You have her whole
We've
family.
actually got his whole family.
Yeah.
They weren't all lost though.
That's true. Yes, I don't know. The horses were in the stable were starting to get a bit skittish and a little bit too much for my liking. And I heard some howls not that long ago over to the west or the east there, and so I decided to bring them in because they would not steady. And my couriers, most of them are out of town on deliveries, but a couple of the local ones talked about seeing some sort of two-legged wolf. One of them even said there was a flying wolf, which sounds crazy to me. I don't know what he's going on
It's called
about.
a bat.
But we did see, and one of them said they saw Menhemus marching by here all in a huff. Took a right down the road there towards the smithy, I think.
Bar your doors and stay inside.
Yes, I will do. That was the other thing is the town guard came through and saw me bringing the horses in and told me to do just that. I thought I'd step out and say what I can. Best of luck. If you want the family to stay here, they're more than welcome, but the garrison's probably safer.
Yes, your stable seems more like an unstable right now. We should take them with us.
If you would like, you
There's
could.
no time for levity, Crocker.
I'm being deadly serious.
If you'd like to join, you could come to the safety of the garrison. But you may have to leave your horses unattended.
I'm afraid that's not an option. These horses are my livelihood. We'll be fine in here, I'm sure. Aloria goes back in to continue soothing her horses.
We let her know to like board the windows and the doors until she hears a shave and a haircut,
Sure.
and then it's safe.
Yeah. And the horses aren't too bad. They're not upset too much because they're used to like going on long drives to Absalom and stuff and encountering nature and all that. So, but it's just enough for her to be worried.
We proceed forward towards the garrison.
Okay. So you head south and you hit the crossroads. The garrison to the east, Blades for Glades Blacksmith to the west, and just south of there is Odd Stories. All of which there are no lights on, except the garrison, has some lights on.
2 luck. how do you and Kruka feel about escorting the family to the garrison and clearing it, making sure it's safe? And I'll go try and find Menhemus down at the smithy.
Are you sure we should not stay together? We can find him soon enough.
Something nipping at the back of my neck makes me feel like time might be of the essence tonight.
Okay, I trust your judgment. Go now then.
She will draw the cooperative blade and make her way east.
Did she put the blood beak on that bitch?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't want to accidentally kill anybody. She wants to on purpose kill people. And I didn't think about it at the time.
Yeah, this would be a weird time to take 10 minutes to do it. So.
Yeah.
All right, so Tulok and Kruka both are taking to the garrison?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the guards? Okay. So hurrying along there, you arrive at the garrison, and you go up to the door, and it's opened by another guard. There's a couple guards inside and a desk clerk. And they hurry you in. And the one guard you spoke to like explains the situation that you brought the Menhemus family here, and they ask for a bit of a report. And the guard says, "Well, you know that the Longsaddle sounded a sort of silent alarm around the guard. We're not to spread any panic. A portion of the guard was to go door to door and alert anyone still awake that there might be something wrong, and to lock up and shut down. And on any of the quiet doors, we were to people already sleeping. We were to check to make sure the doors were locked. A portion of the guard went with Longsaddle in town to find further signs of danger, and well, Gerald was sent up to Menhemus Manor. I guess he's coming back into town, according to our lad here. But the family should be safe in here. No problem at all. We'll lock up, but we've got strict instructions not to leave the garrison here."
Okay, you stay put until we come back and say the code phrase, which is, "It's safe to come out."
That seems a bit on the nose, but I guess whatever's out there wouldn't see that coming.
And with that, Tulok just quickly makes sure that the door is barred tight and exits back out into the night with the ever-burning torch in one hand and the wand of magic missiles held tight in the other.
Okay. And we move over to Lady Gilda, who starts to approach Blades for Glades. Shout out to, I don't know how to say the name actually, Che and Peku, who are map makers for tabletop RPGs, and they do friggin' amazing maps. And they make a lot of money on Patreon, and they deserve it. They're really, really cool.
Shout out.
But here is the outside of a blacksmith. It's not to scale on the old entire map, but you can suspend your disbelief, I'm sure. And you walk along this road, Lady Gilda, and all is eerily quiet as you do. As you get closer and closer to the blacksmith, looking for any signs of anything, really, you approach this low fence by the front door when the door bursts open and an apprentice comes running out, and she's like holding onto a hammer and like wearing an apron and just is like, "He's lost his mind! Oh my god! Oh, Lady Gilda! Oh, he's lost his mind! He's gonna die in there!" And just as she says that, and she like slams the door shut behind her because she's like, "Get me, I don't want to be in there anymore." And she's trying to block the passage, and you hear this howl from above you, this baying sound, and I need you to roll me a will save.
Oh.
That's a 30.
Thank you for that. You are steady. You are ready. You are really thinking about this on your way over. She, on the other hand, is like freaking out. She critically fails and starts running as fast as she can away from the house. And I need you to roll for initiative. Because when you hear the noise, you see a canine-like creature standing on the roof of the blacksmith. And let's go. What'd you get for initiative, Lady Gilda?
26.
All right. With this baying noise, you stave off the fear that it should hit you, and it is your turn. You can see this hound kind of leering over the rooftop at you.
She will first action throw up her shields. Free action, she will yell, top of her lungs. Krucka, Tulok, to the smithy. There's something going on here. And with her next 2 actions, she will ready a strike if this thing gets within melee range.
Okay, and this hound, this canine creature, steps off the roof and at like a 45-degree angle just starts walking on the air straight towards you.
What?
As if it's on solid ground. And and just like starts to pick up some speed and comes right at you and just gets right down onto the ground right in front of you and comes at you with its jaws.
Okay,
For
that will
16
trigger
hits.
her readied action.
Okay.
That's a 33 to hit.
Oh, that's a crit.
Hey.
Yeah,
She's
baby.
ready.
That is 16 points of slashing damage with the cooperative blade.
Awesome.
Okay, you can go now.
And then it tries to hit you and it misses. And so it will try again.
That's the spirit.
And it misses miserably again.
Definitely not a yes hound.
Spoilers. Another hound on the roof on the other side starts to do the same thing. It starts to walk down through the air impossibly as if it's solid ground. And it picks up speed and runs towards you and still manages to reach you 40 feet away with only 1 action, and it's going to attack as well. And that's going to be a 27 to hit.
27 is a meet to beat.
Oof.
Okay, that's 16 damage in total.
She will block.
Oh, sorry, actually, nope. Hold up. It is 14 damage because the evil damage does not affect you.
Okay, she will still block.
Oh, yep. And the second attack is a 22, so that's going to miss. I do need you to roll me a will save, however.
Okay, will save is a 29.
You good. And the apprentice is just running, and they're not running the way you told them to. They are in a total panic and just keep going. Now we have basically, as you guys are heading from the garrison, Tulok and Krucka, you heard this baying. It's like a 300-foot range. It just goes like really, really far across the town, and then you hear this like faint voice and this cry for help. And I can only assume you're going to start booking it.
Yep, to the library.
Ooh, I was investigating. Yeah, I'm moving at half speed, so
You have 300 feet to cover. I'm not sure if is there a run in. I don't think there's a run because you can just use all your actions in 2E. So, yeah, you're
Is
a
it
ways
really
away.
300 feet? That seems so. I'm guessing you're checking on the Atari map.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
It does not look that far.
yeah. It's kind of coincidence that it's a 300-foot range on that thing.
Right.
But yeah, it's about 300 feet. So, how fast can you guys move per round?
25, baby.
Well, per round, it would
No, that's
be
per action.
75 feet.
75, baby.
So
Okay. So
that's 4 rounds.
assuming you guys book it 75 feet,
4 rounds to get there.
that's where we're at. Lady Gilda is a bit on her own right now. This is terrifying. I didn't see this coming. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys to roll for initiative so that we can keep a proper track in here.
No. If we don't
Crocker,
roll,
what'd you
you
get?
can't hurt her. 22.
Okay, Tulak.
23.
Oh, that's kind of perfect. Amazing. We'll say I'm going to give you a bonus round here and say you've already run once. And we are going to come back to the top of round 2 with Lady Gilda.
Who is obviously going to start this round by throwing that shield back up.
Yep.
Second action, I think she's got to do a knowledge check.
Okay.
Tulak and Krugga aren't here to have her back for stuff like that, so I think she's going to waste an action doing that.
All right, I can take Arcana, Nature, or Religion.
It will be religion unless you decide otherwise based on my curse.
No, they're all
Oh,
basically...
no. I'll do religion. Yeah. Religion.
Yeah, they're all equally as viable here.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where I can choose and you can just roll twice and take the negative.
Yeah,
result.
I'll tell you. I'll
That's
tell
fair.
you when to roll twice. Ooh, isn't that a natural 20? You are so prepared for this. I don't know.
She is just throwing rocks right now.
Yeah, this is what is called a Yethhound. James is familiar with those, I know.
I am.
They are very wicked canine creatures that live for the thrill of the hunt. And they often serve evil masters as guardians and trackers. They resemble sleek, lean dogs with overlarge ears and narrow paws, yada, 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 yada. They have these eerie bays that echo across the countryside and cause fear. And they despise two things, sunlight and other canines. But they basically, that the bay is there. They're going to attack you with their jaws. If they can, they might try to knock you down. And they have a constant spell on them called Airwalk. That's just consistent all the time. So they can just walk on the air, but they can only walk at 45-degree angles, or like a maximum of 45-degree angles. They can't just drop up and down like they're flying. And their bite has the ability to instill fear. That's hence the will save. But that's pretty much it. It's just a dangerous, evil creature.
Okay.
Shield up, recall knowledge.
Yeah, she will strike at the one she's attacked previously in the interest of decreasing their numbers.
Good call.
That is a 34.
Ooh, that's another crit. Oh my
That
God.
is 16 points of slashing.
Okay, 16 slashing. Oh, I should tell you too. They do have a slight weakness to silver.
Okay.
16 slashing, beautiful. Tulak and Kreka, forward yourselves another 75 feet. That's 150. And then the Yethhound next to Lady Gilda is going to actually it sees now notices the apprentice running, and it's actually going to start running towards the apprentice. And oh man, they got so much speed. Yeah, it just books it towards the apprentice and then jumps at it to attack, and hits it, and just basically lashes a jaw on their leg as it's like they're freaking out. And the Yethhound right in front of you is going to, or to the next to you is going to start attacking with its jaws. Natural one.
Miss.
Second attack, 19 to hit. Oh man, this is bad.
Yes.
And then third attack, no chance at all. The apprentice is like freaking out. Just a bunch of blood drawn now, hit by evil damage, and they are going to turn on their heel and just start running away again, but back this way because they're not sure what to do.
And they'd only be frightened one now, though, correct?
But they critically failed, so they were fighting 3, but they're also fleeing. So yeah, they're in a total panic. Fleeing is something we haven't really seen much before, but
Yeah.
and
A little self-explanatory.
starts running back to about there. And top of the round, Lady Gilda.
First action is to throw that shield up. Second action will be to activate the bracers of dashing.
Okay.
Mhm.
And third action is a stride, so she's kind of between the two Yethhounds and this apprentice, and just pointing north. Go down that road. I can't hold them off forever.
Amazing. All right. Tulak and Kraka, for yourself another 75 feet.
Cardio is important.
And the Yethhound that was chasing the apprentice is going to start running back, and it's going to get up to Lady Gilda. And I'm going to roll to see which one it strikes at. It's going to be Lady Gilda. Jaws attack for a 30 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that is going to be 12 piercing damage. And I need a will save.
Okay, I'm just going to take that full 12.
Okay.
And that is a 28 will save.
You're good to go. And the other Yethhound is now going to sprint towards you and get into a flanking position. And is going to strike at you for a miss for 17. And
That's a
another
critical miss.
Bites its own tongue.
And another miss for a 22. They are not ready for you. And the apprentice, what does the fleeing condition say? Let me just double check here. You're forced to run away due to fear of some compulsion on your turn. You must spend all your actions to escape the source of fleeing condition. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, not with any sense, but they are going to do what you say and just start running the other way.
Yeah, she's being pushed in by these two hounds.
Yeah,
so
basically,
it does
yeah.
kind of make sense.
Yeah. And top of the round, Lady Gilda.
Shield up, step, and strike at the one who's been chasing this young lady.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's young based on the fact that she's both a blacksmith and apprentice.
Yeah.
What, you
That
never
is
change
a
careers?
19 to hit.
That's a
I need
miss.
to hear a point.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think I can afford not to at this point.
It's a good
That's
call.
a 17 to hit.
Ah,
Fuck!
Oh, boy. Okay. That's you. Step, shield up. Strike. Two lock and
That's
Krucka.
her.
You arrive.
No.
Do you not?
No, we're still 75 feet away.
One
are
more
you?
round.
And I don't continue running, motherfucker. Tulok, wand of
Why?
magic missile gripped within his hand,
Oh, don't you dare.
raises said magic missile
Don't you dare.
and strikes out for 3 actions at the most injured looking Yethhound.
Hold on. Do you need to have line of sight for this? We've gone over this, haven't we?
I mean,
Yeah. A creature you can see.
what, I can't see 75 feet in front of me?
Well, let me just look at the Otari map to see if you have a direct line of sight. I know that you can see 75 feet in front of you, but where you might be. So you've gone. How many feet have you gone so far? 75 times 3? 225.
225.
Okay, you are basically back at the crossroads between Galentine and Odd Stories, like right where you the cross street there. Yeah, fuck it. I'll allow it. I don't even know why I'm bothering. It's
Hell
fun.
yes.
Yeah. So from the darkness, Lady Gilda is turned her
Oh my
back
God.
to her friends, is attacking this Yethhound, and just from behind, these purple bolts just come streaming out of the darkness, and all 3 connect.
Which one are you hitting? The one she's hit already?
Yes, for
Suppressing fire!
4, 3, and 6 points of damage for a total
Bam, bam,
of
bam. It just like
13.
yelps.
Nice.
And Krucka, you keep running?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Slow and steady.
The Yethhound that you just struck is going to try and hit Lady Gilda. Natural 20. For a 33. You're going to take... Fuck, you took a lot of damage on your shield there. I don't know if it was worth it.
I mean,
So
Not death.
You would have taken 26 piercing damage from that crit.
Yep.
And have to minus off the old evil there, and then it's gonna spend an action to knock you prone.
wait. So she only takes 26 total?
Yeah, because you don't take the piercing,
Oh,
or you don't take the
okay,
evil
so
damage. You only take the
I-
piercing damage.
Okay, so I get 8 back to both me and my shield then.
Yeah, it might be calculating the evil damage there, and it should.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. knock me prone. Is what you're saying, right?
Yep, you get knocked prone, and then it's going to attack again while you're prone.
No reflex save or anything?
Nope. It's just if the last action was a successful strike, it spends an action to knock you prone. It's kind of like grab, where they have the grab option attached to something. But it still manages to miss. In fact, it still manages to critically miss. And then the other Yeth Hound is going to come at you and strike. That's a critical.
35. Wow. Okay.
You are going to take 22 piercing.
Okay.
And it strikes again, and I shit you not, I rolled another natural 20. But this time it's for a 28, but since you're prone, that's still going to be a crit.
Yep.
And you're going to take 26.
Okay, that's her. She is 0 and stabilized.
0 and stabilized?
Well, she's not dying. She's at 0 HP.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what dying is, isn't it? You get 0 HP, start dying? Or was it the exact amount of HP you had left?
It was the exact amount. She had 26 left.
Okay.
So I thought she was stabilized, but that may be just a carryover from 1E. I'll look into it.
Also, shouldn't Krucka be right there?
Yeah, but he's right there, but that was his last actions basically.
Right, but
on this round, so he arrived with this final action.
Yes. Now, just because we're getting a little ticky-tacky here, you said we were 300 feet away from the creature when it let out its baleful thing. So, therefore, Krucka should be right up in their guts. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know what you're saying. I was just playing it as you arried in 300 feet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And also, you were the one that said you didn't arrive this round.
Just me.
But it was just you, you had me all confused about it. But yeah. Anyway, that's the Hound's turn. Lady Gilda has gone down to a crit, is looking rough. The apprentice just peels past Krucka, and it comes to the top of the round with Tulok.
He can... No. I will just cast Magic Missile again from my... Not from the wand, but just from my regular spells.
Okay.
At the same one who is injured, because I want to try to get some damage here. For 12 points of force damage to the injured hound.
Okay, bam, bam, bam. It's looking rough, but it's still up.
Fuck, I was really hoping I was going to put it down. Oh, no.
Krucka, you're nearby. What do you do?
Okay. Krucka.
The one to the north is looking rough, and the other one is looking ready for death.
I like that.
Ready for death? Like its own death or someone else's death?
No. Ready for death in its own jaws.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Krucka will take a sudden charge in. He's gonna get right up and around the wolves, so 50 feet of movement to get kind of in between them. He'll attack the one to the east first with his axe. 29 to hit.
That's a crit.
Yeah,
Wait, is it
baby.
crit? No, it's not. Sorry, it's not a crit. No.
Damn
Close
it,
though.
baby.
11 points of slashing.
Okay, still up.
Okay, he's gonna strike the other one with the sweep trait on his axe. He'll get a +1 circumstance bonus.
Oh, nice.
So a 30 to hit.
That's a crit.
Nice.
42.
Get him, buddy. Get him.
slashing damage.
Oh, I love you, Krucka crit. 42 damage. Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christmas.
You lay into this creature so hard. And it is now the Yeth Hound to the north.
Say
turn.
yes to the death.
It is. I mean, it's going to turn on you, Krucka, because you just hit it. It's just going to keep its ire on those who keep damaging. So let's go with a sweet Jaws attack for a 31 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's 14 damage, including the evil damage.
Okay, gonna use Wounded Rage as a reaction and plan to a rage.
Nice. And then as you fly into a rage, it's especially angering because it knocks you prone.
I'm mad and muddy.
And then it's going to attack a second time for a 21 to hit.
It does not.
While you're prone, no dice. Okay. And Lady Gilda.
Oh, sorry. No, actually, I didn't apply my rage. That's going to be a meet to beat.
Oh, is it? Okay. So you take another 13 damage. Now it's Lady Gilda. Gonna need a sweet dying to save.
Yeah, recovery check. Sorry, I really don't want to lose her like this. And I always feel worse that these are foundry rolls.
Yeah.
Like, I would feel more comfortable rolling my own dice, but that's just, I'm not going to break it out for this. Oh, God. That is a success.
Nice.
A very close one, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was DC 12. That was a 13 on the die, listeners.
Okay. That I forget what that. Can you remind me? Because we don't hit this very often. Does that stabilize?
Yeah.
Or?
So no. She loses a dying
one?
condition. Yeah. It's 1 for a success or a fail, and 2 for a crit.
Okay. And the Yeth Hound that Krucka just hit is going to spend all 3 of its actions throwing out another bay. So here's your justification, Scott, for the little extra space. You weren't affected by the bay, even though it has a 300-foot range. There's a little extra space there for you. But now you all are. So everyone roll me a will save, excluding James, I think. See if you can hear it, but he's not conscious, so I think we're all right there.
Normally, auditory effects have a conscious thing.
Yeah, and the apprentice blacksmith critically fails again and just keeps booking it. The poor thing. What'd you get, Tulak?
23, baby.
Okay, you good,
23
Krucka?
and
17.
17, not so great, but it's just a regular fail, so you're going to be frightened 1, which is not a great combo with you being prone right now.
Down by the bay.
But that's all of that Yethon's turn. Tulak, you're up.
God, you know what? I just keep burning them, but I think that Tulok is just gonna cast.
You could
one
divide up your
more-
missiles too, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's like I'm just trying to put this fucking north one down, right?
Yeah.
So another 3 rounds for 13 points of damage total.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have it anyway because I think it's way more fun. The first one absolutely kills the Yethhound, and the other 2 you can redirect.
Perfect.
I
So
would
the
say.
yeah,
Considering
so the other
considering
two
they
gets-
auto hit, I feel like it's fair to say you can redirect them. And bam, bam. Okay, and that one's looking pretty rough now. Krucka, what do you got?
Not a ton.
Uh,
Sorry, what
bite
just...
its ankles.
Well, yeah, striking from prone does...
Yeah, it's not great.
Okay. So,
It's 1 action to stand up.
yeah, so 1 action
Which
to...
technically would provoke normally.
Yeah, well, he's going to take it. 1 action to stand.
Okay.
And 1 action to strike. 20 to hit, hero point. Nat 20.
See, James, that's how you use the hero
Nice.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll a
buddy.
lower.
For
I should
Fucking
just
rats.
always keep one in the coffers for her.
Yeah, right.
40 points of damage, 32 slashing meat fire.
Yeah, dead.
Nice.
Absolutely dead. Krucka and Tulak save the day for sure. Holy shit! Combat over. This is
That is
why.
another success on my save, so I am no longer dying.
Nice. You're stabilized and unconscious. This is a good
Yep.
lesson in like this. It was honestly a calculated decision to separate the party, and I agreed with your decision making on that. But damn, this is an example of why it's dangerous to separate.
Well, yeah, 3 fucking crits in a row. Like, well,
That
that'll
was
put it down any
bonkers.
PC.
You should have been able to handle that fight honestly by yourself.
and
but those
she
crits
would
fucked
have,
ya.
but
Yeah.
3 natural 20s in a row. Like, that's why I didn't want to roll the
Foundry.
fucking recoveries in Foundry.
Yeah. However, I will offer you a hero point for your defense of the apprentice and like making sure that it was pushed. They were pushed in the right direction.
Honestly, that's the only reason I would have been okay with Gilda dying here, is because
Yeah.
she would have died like a hero the way she wanted to, protecting
Mhm.
innocence. But
Yeah.
so I do appreciate that.
Maybe Aurori appreciated that too.
Ooh.
Maybe. We'll see.
Rory's not really a protection deity, but it's possible.
This whole Santa Claus naughty nice list shit is kind of. I could get frustrated by it pretty quickly.
Yeah, so she's got two healing potions hanging on her belt that you guys can easily see
Sweet free potions.
if you want to bring her back
Nice.
up.
Yeah.
Grab those and head to the
Greco
library.
will
Ground score.
Greco will pour one down her gullet.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Pretty good at pouring down gullets. That guy.
20 HP back.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is that's almost max. It's 20 back. And then she'll give herself a lay on hands.
As this is happening, Tulok sees that Gilda's okay and Kruk is taking care of her, and he peels past and to the door and just yells, "Menhimes!"
And like as you peel past, you can hear commotion inside. Like something is going down.
Yeah, and Gilda immediately stands after taking the potion and laying on hands, and will take the last one off her belts and follow Tulok.
Shrek is gonna drink a potion and before he follows them.
Okay. And you guys peel in. What's your marching order? Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring you to the interior here.
Tulok
You
kicks
step
in the
into-
door, waving the fofo.
Yeah, that scroll of mending might be valuable right about now if you wanted to pop it off there, Tulok.
Didn't you already use it? You used it forever ago. You still have it?
It's still in his inventory.
Can you
Okay.
use a scroll
Yeah, I
of
don't
mending
think
on
we
a scroll
ever-
of mending?
I remember you used one like way back in the bookbinding room. Right?
Yes.
So you guys burst into the blacksmith. You could see the forge is like still a little bit. Ignore the map; it's not that red or glowy. It's just like coming down still. So it's a little bit warm. And there's just like everything you would imagine. There's just like tools and weapons and all kinds of stuff. But the first thing you see right away is through a door straight ahead of you is an unconscious dwarven apprentice. Just beyond him, a dead guard. You can tell just by this twisted shape. You can catch a slight glimpse of another guard that is wounded and prone by the side door next to the dead guard, and you can just barely catch a glimpse of Osiv, who is looking like he just got hit by something and looking really panicked. And we're going to re-roll initiative again.
I'd like to keep my 26 if that's okay by you.
Do you guys want to actually? I'll let you all keep your initiative if you want to roll it over. You never know how it's going to turn out
I actually don't care. You guys can decide.
as a group or not at all.
I'm cool with reacting to the situation as it is when we bust in and reroll them.
Yeah.
So a new initiative,
Sure.
Let's get a fresh start.
and
I would like to make the case for athletics for my initiative because we are just hustling.
Yep, I'm down for that. Kraka, you could do the same. Tulak, it may not be your purview, but you're welcome to do it as well.
Nope.
You can
I
just
would like
use-
to make the case that because I yelled Menhimes before I entered, that I would like to roll with diplomacy.
The old
Yeah, what did
diplomatic combat. I think that's just a duel.
That's a tough one because you yelled. What did you yell? Benhima's, "Are you okay?" or something like that.
No, I was just trying to alert him so I could save his life.
Oh. I'm gonna say
Boo.
no.
Boo.
What do you got, Lady Tulak? I mean, Lady Gilda. Whoops.
How rude.
That was
Jumping
a
the
slip
gun
of
there,
tongue.
I
Freudian
guess
slip.
Freeman's shipping Gilda and Tulok. That's a 19. 5 on
Okay.
the die for my athletics roll.
Nice.
Not great, Tulak.
20.
Okay, should have stuck it with the old one, guys. Krucka.
Sure.
29. Coming in hot.
Nice.
29. Okay. So the first thing that happens is you see Menhima's like stumble backwards, and his eyes turn and spot you, and they go wide. And he says, 2 arms, heroes. Join me in bringing down this fell beast. And he basically, he uses an ability called Call to Action. And you all receive a +1 status bonus to attack and damage rolls until the start of the mayor's next turn.
Nice.
And then he throws a hammer in his hand at something you can't see. And you just hear this bam and this like really loud yelp. And it is this creature's turn, which then you see like this big, like sort of claw, or not claw, claw? No, hold on. No, you see a big head like lunge forward. Only Kraka can quite see it, and come at Menhimes for a 30 to hit. Ooh, that's a big old hit. And Menhimes takes a pretty good chunk of damage and then gets knocked down.
Gilda
And
starts
then-
mentally preparing her campaign.
We need a mayor that doesn't get eaten by
Yeah.
dogs.
And then, for some reason, true to form, with after the knockdown, can't seem to hit flat-footed. And Kraka, you're up.
2 arms is
See,
what I
Menhimes
have.
Just took a hit. In his
2
palm.
arms is what I will use. And he will fly into a rage.
Are you fly in a rage?
Yep, he's gonna go for the classic sudden charge into the room. So 2 movement actions. He'll just step over the dead dwarf.
Yeah.
Or prone dwarf, unconscious.
Yeah, and as soon as you step in, you see what you saw outside, but much larger. And you can get right up to it with
Yep.
a sudden charge.
And he will do that and strike at it with the axe. Because boy,
Okay.
is he not going to waste any time this time. Okay, he's going to waste a little bit of time. That was an 18.
That's a miss. Okay. And next up is the Otari guard, who is like freaking out a bit. He's like looking at his dead comrade, and he spends an action to stand up, and then with proper training runs over to try and get a flanking position, but like it's like a little panicked. They can't quite get it. And so just swings with the club in hand and actually manages to hit and deal a little bit of damage. And Tulok, you're up.
All right. Real quick shout
They're weak
out
to silver.
What?
Shields.
Silver.
Yeah, they're weak to silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't help. I want to give a quick shout out to Duncan for earlier saying "say yeth" to the death.
I didn't catch that.
That was a fucking hilarious bit, and I just thought about it again, and that's just solid.
Thank you.
Tulok is in the room, the first room, but cannot see the Yeth Hound or whatever the fuck is in there. And so he actually is going to hop up, and if he uses 2 actions to run in, he can't do much. So he hops up on the workshop table to get a view into the room. And from there, Jesus Christ, this thing's fucking huge.
Yep.
Yeah,
he
it's a large
sees
creature. Yeah. And like you get in the room and you can see the place has just been like smashed to bits. Like there's just shit everywhere. Like this thing just came parading through and just has destroyed shit.
Okay, so he sees that, and he will cast telekinetic projectile, sending a blade flinging at this creature
All right.
for a 31 to hit
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
for 17 points of piercing damage.
Very good, very good. Awesome.
And that's him.
And Lady Gilda.
Gilda is going to move her full complement of movements, so she's standing above the corpse in the doorway. That's 2 stride actions, that's 40 feet.
Mhm.
And that puts her within 10 feet of this creature. And since she can't do much else, she is going to reach into her bag and draw something called a fear gem.
Ooh.
Oh. We got that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Fear gem. What does the fear gem do?
It takes 2 actions to activate, but then I make a strike, so it'll be next round. And it's an intimidating strike. As the
okay.
fighter feat. But if I crit, everything goes up one step higher because of the fear gem.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. So top of the next round, Osiv takes another step back. And actually, no, he doesn't. No, he sees you coming in, and he's like a little bit emboldened. He's not looking good, though. And he makes another call to action. That's it, heroes. Together we can save Otari. And you all maintain that bonus, and he is going to reach down and grab like a random hammer, light hammer that was like on one of the suits of armor in this room that's knocked over, and just pick it up and toss it, trying to continue the damage, and hits, and gets a good hit in. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He hits for 23 damage.
That's why we voted for you.
And next up,
your ability to kill dogs.
NPCs saving the day.
Right? He's a proper level. I love it. And next up is the what is known as a Yeth War Beast. I'll just say right now. And it is going to turn to its two new attackers and get this here. And a 20-foot cone shoot out an ear-splitting howl straight at the both of you. I need a reflex save from both of you, please.
He smells my dog.
Uh-oh.
From Kruka and Lady Gilda.
Yeah, that is a 19 on the die for a 28.
Yeah, that is a 9 on the die for a 19.
Not so much, maybe.
So I'll just reveal this real quick so you can do the half if you want, James. But 26 damage to Kruka, and half of that to Lady Gilda, another 13. And then it takes a jaw attack at Kruka for a 36 to hit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
I will use my Retributive Strike
Nice.
to reduce that by 8 points. Sorry.
Okay. A whopping 58 damage.
Okay.
So you reduce that by how much?
8.
8 damage, so
That's
50
The
damage.
best I got, but
It's
That
something.
backs you, and I need a will save, please, from this bite.
Oh, God, 18.
Okay, you are frightened 1. What do you do? It's your turn.
Oof. Well, that's awesome.
This thing just fucked you up.
Yeah, so first action, he's going to... free action, he'll change the grip on his butchering axe and draw the silver hatchet.
Okay.
Second action, he's going to take a step southeast to put the thing into flanking.
Yep.
And
good
then
call.
attack with the hatchet, 27 to hit.
That hits.
That is 7 damage from the silver hatchet, 2 of which fire.
Okay. And it takes an extra 10 from the silver.
Not bad.
Not your best
Nice.
hit, but it's a decent strategy. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay, and emboldened by your actions here, the guard is going to start swinging like a madman, but misses and misses and misses.
It was a good effort.
This thing's like flailing, and he's just trying to hit it. He's like, yeah, get him, Kruka, yeah. And he's
Aim for the giant dog next time.
he's just like hitting the counter and stuff. Tulak, what do you got?
Okay, Tulok is going to raise his hands, and from the floor come out skeletal, misshapen forms erupting from the floor, hands gripping and ripping at the bottom of this beast. It is going to be a 10-foot burst, just basically directly underneath him. So I need...
Okay. Oh,
A little
man.
belly rub action.
Like, just taking up his whole space.
Hell yes.
Nice. I need a basic reflex save.
Okay. I got a pretty good reflex. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Pretty
you
good.
take 1 point of damage, as I rolled basically minimum damage.
Amazing.
And then Tulok will do a recall knowledge. Don't you worry, buddy. That's just 1 turn with you, son of a bitch.
Okay. And recall knowledge. That's the same as before. It's Arcana, Nature, or Religion.
21.
Yep. You beyond what Lady Gill has told you, you know nothing else. The only thing really beyond that is you witnessed that conal attack, that ear shattering scream or whatever.
Okay, I was hoping to roll a little higher than that, so moving on.
Not your best turn, Lady Gilda. Can you show him up?
Lady Gilda will step 5 feet because I don't think I want to risk the stride just in case this thing does have an AOO. And then she will use the Fear Gem. So this black gem with dark smoke writhing inside. She smashes against the cooperative blade.
Nice.
So we make a melee strike. That is a 33 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, you are frightened 1.
Okay.
And I just need to make sure you're not actually frightened 2. That is 14 points of slashing with the cooperative blade, and
okay.
I need to actually check the Fear Gem item. Yeah, it's frightened 2. You are now frightened 2.
Frightened
from
2, okay.
The Fear Gem. Yeah, that's what the Fear Gem does versus the Intimidating Strike.
Sweet.
And unfortunately, that is all 3 actions.
Okay. Man, frightened 2 is no joke. So that's pretty awesome. Top of the round. Osiv is going to continue the call to action.
Sorry, that would actually, with the call to action, that would be a 34 to hit.
That would be a crit.
Okay, so that would be 28 and frightened 3.
Whoa.
Okay, so we'll take another 14 damage and frightened 3. Oh my god.
Nice.
Just remember, listeners, every +1 matters.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
massive.
well, yeah, it wasn't on my character this
God.
time around. So yeah, I just needed to double check that.
That's
Yes,
so
it was a plus
crazy.
15 to hit. So yeah, there we go.
You've just dropped this thing's AC by 3. That's amazing. And amongst other things, Osiv, rallying, continues the call to
and-
action.
Sorry, one more thing.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, anybody within 15 feet of me, their fear takes down 1 because of my aura.
Oh,
Courage.
yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean, Crucker should be good anyway. I think he's taken down already.
I just didn't know about the guard or Osif.
You're emboldened, yeah. No, you guys got hit by the screech, so, and the bite. But Osif, call to action, and then feeling emboldened, steps forward and scoops up a light hammer and is getting ready to melee hit. But that's it. That's his turn. The Yeth Hound, the Yeth Warbeast. Oh, he's got so many targets. Who should it be? 1 for the guard, 2 for Osif, 3 for Lady Gilda, and 4 for Kruka. I'm afraid that's a 4. Coming at Kruka, who's not looking great. It's a 19.
No dice.
Followed by a 17.
That's dice.
Followed by a natural 20 that amounts to a 24. What's your AC?
23.
Oh my god, it's an actual crit. Just
I will use
barely.
my retributive strike as well
Okay. Oh, man,
to
this is
reduce that by 8 damage.
awesome. Okay. Reducing it by 8, you take 42.
Okay,
After the reaction?
he goes down, but he'll use wounded rage, Orc ferocity as his reaction to bring him back to 1.
Oh
Nice.
my god. It's your 1 HP, but you still gain the wounded 1 condition, I believe.
Yeah.
That's
That's
amazing.
a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
It is 12 points of slashing damage as she brings
Okay.
the blade around again.
Bam, slashing at it. It's still up. Kruka, what do you do, bud? You're flanking it.
Okay, yeah. He's just gonna, covered in blood, strike out with the silver hatchet. 18 to hit. Doesn't.
That is a...
19 to
hold
hit.
on. That is actually a hit? Wait, hold on. Its fear should tick down 1, shouldn't it? After its
Yeah, you're
turn?
frightened 2 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're flanking, and that stacks with the frightened, but just barely missed. 20
Call to
AC
action?
right now with the flanking.
Yeah, the call to action makes it a 19.
Yeah, then that's
immediately.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, he's gonna strike with him.
And
at
the
minus-
guard getting all excited, swings, and swings.
But that was only one
Miss,
attack
miss,
from me.
miss. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
silly.
bad. My bad. My
Okay,
bad.
uh,
I get excited. I'm sorry. I'm excited. This one, I'm having fun with this one, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun.
I would be having a lot
times.
more fun if I had more than 1 HP. So, natty 1 on the second one.
Okay, no dice.
Third action, he's just gonna step away.
Okay,
Smart.
He's gonna try to get a back out. Just okay. It's all you, buds.
Have fun.
The guard misses. Tulok, you're still in the other room. Barely a sight on this creature. What do you got?
Tulok will sustain the spell of the
Okay.
roused skeletons. And then in order to do that, I need to move the skeletons for it to attack again. So another
Okay.
reflex save from you, please.
Right. Not so great this time for a 19.
All right, that is a fail.
Nice.
So you take 10 points of slashing damage as these claws attack from below.
Okay, describe how rousing skeletons from the ground pull this thing apart.
Yeah,
Start
absolutely.
tickling its belly, and it dies of laughter.
You bastards are creepy fucking skeleton hands, and they tear it to shreds. It's just pulling its entrails out of its belly from below. Just reams.
And the thing's leg is kind of going involuntarily.
Yeah. And it's just yelping and screaming in these high-pitched shrieks as it dies a morbid, disgusting, macabre death.
And then just as quickly as Tulok has done that and realizes it's dying, he immediately quits sustaining it because he realizes this is the first time he's used a power like that that's as necromantic and fucking creepy as that in front of anyone that isn't in the adventuring party.
Right.
And is embarrassed by that.
Because like it was all underneath the creature before, now you've moved it and these like claws are coming at it and it's a little bit more visible and you can see the guard being like, what the fuck? And Osov, like, you know, a bit of a grave look on his face. And then as the creature is dying, like they both step away and just kind of watch the brutal scene. And then everyone just breathes a bit of a sigh of relief. And the guard and Osif both just like kind of sit and slump for a sec against the wall.
No time to rest now, gentlemen. Osef, your family's at the garrison. They need you there now. And don't you dare go out on a tirade like this again. You have people who depend on you. Oh, and we found your other daughter.
Yeah,
She's
because
there
he's
with
like,
them.
he's about to say, but I have to. Oh, you found Doriana. Where was she?
She was safe with the druids.
Druids. Why was she with the druids?
It's probably a story better told at the garrison and maybe not here in the wake of this corpse. We need to get you all there, get some healing, and well, the three of us need to go back out and make sure the rest of the town's okay.
Yes. Yes, okay.
She
You're right.
sheathes the cooperative blade and is just like panting, hands resting on her knees, like just
Yeah.
beat up, like cuts all over her face from the Yeth hounds.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I love the imagery in my head of Lady Gilda now like using a sword. Like she's been punching, but it's just like, you know, now's the time to pull out the deadly weapon, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a sword and board imagery in my head. I love it.
Well, I'm wondering, I know Osif has a lot on his mind right now. Did he notice that Gilda is brandishing the cooperative blade?
At the moment, no. He's like too wrapped up in everything, I would say. He was like, you know, the moment Lady Gilda was like, your family's there, and he was like, still thinking, no, I gotta go find Dorian.
Okay, so Tulok considers this fact, but says nothing upon it.
Yeah, and Gilda's aware of this, and that's why one of the main reasons why she sheaths the blade and moves the conversation along. Like her intent is not to talk about Rajani other than the fact that he's no longer with us, and in as vague of terms as possible, because she doesn't see a world in which he can be redeemed in Menhimez's eyes, but he's redeemed himself in her eyes, and she doesn't want to tarnish that legacy at all.
Yes. Okay. So Osif and the guard don't take too much longer. They get up and they follow your lead to get back out and towards the garrison. Are you going to escort them there, or are you going to leave them to their own devices?
We'll escort them there. I mean, Gilda's just like panting, so a little bit of a walk would give her an ability or the time to catch her breath. So what is that, like a 5-minute walk?
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, Kruka is bleeding profusely. Well, not bleeding mechanically, but flavor blood.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping once we get to the garrison, we can take 10 minutes so we can do a couple of treat wounds and then move back out on the town, because we're I mean, as much as I, James, as a player, believe we're done here, Gilda sure as shit does not. She, full proper fan sweep of this city.
All right, so you make it back to the garrison, and Osif is just like ecstatic to see his family, especially Doriana. He's sort of fawning over her. The guards are, immediately start attending to the other guard, and there was the unconscious blacksmith in there as well. And they, that way they would have drug here to mend up.
Blackout Smith.
Yeah, Gilda will just carry him. She's got an 18 strength. She's all right. Just one shoulder.
While you're here, the guards offer a couple potions. They can offer you 2 healing potions moderate.
Heck yeah.
Which are 3d8 plus 10 hit points. So, assuming Kruka drinks one.
Yep.
You can take 20 HP back from that.
That's a drop in the bucket.
And yeah, you could take another one, or I can give one to Lady Gilda.
Give it to
Well, depending on what we're doing here, Gilda's going to heal up on her own, but that's up to James to decide.
Yeah, you can just tuck that other one on your belt, Kruga. Could you just quickly do a repair check on my sturdy shield, and Gilda will do a treat wounds on you and then a treat wounds on herself. Do you have the wounded condition, Kruga?
No. Actually, it didn't really say.
Should.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you went down. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you do, because you technically go down, but your arc ferocity keeps you up, but you do gain the wounded condition, yeah.
Okay, so that's a 15 on the die, so that will remove your wounded condition, and you can have 6 HP back.
Okay.
And then she'll do 1 on herself, which is a critical fail, so I'm going to remove 2d8.
Oh, you know what, though? If you want, I was planning on giving all 3 of you hero points for that combat. You can spend it now if you like.
Oof, even
I'm just
me?
gonna make sure
Wow.
it's 1d8.
Yep. I think getting up on the table and like staying out of the way was actually a really good strategy in that tight quarters environment with a lot of people. So,
And even though it only got 1 point of
and,
damage the first time, my skeleton hands killed it.
yeah, you really ripped it up.
I don't know if I like that spell, to be honest, though.
It is some awesome imagery, too.
For a 3rd level spell, it's not a lot. 2d6 is not a lot of slashing damage.
Well, it's the sort of spell you generally don't use it against one big creature. You use it against like multiple, like smaller guys. Or
Very
bigger
true.
Guys.
Very true.
That's crowd control. All right, Duncan, 2 repair checks. What did you get?
Okay, first one, a 28.
Okay, so that's plus 10. Okay, the next one?
26.
Also plus 10. That's great. Okay, so Gilda's looking okay with the 20-minute rest. That gives her 20 back, plus the 5 walk, minus the 6. So she's sitting pretty close to full. Kruka, how are you doing?
Down by about 67. Exactly 67.
Even with that healing potion?
Especially with
he was
that
at 1
potion.
HP.
Yeah.
Okay, so the healing potion and then 6, and then
3, so I'm still down by 60.
yeah, so there's 18. You can have another 36, and that's the best I can do in 20 minutes.
6 puts me at a nice balmy 69. Let's take it. Actually, he'll drink 1 more potion before we go into this.
Okay, I mean, we can take another 10 minutes, and I can give you another 18 back. But at that point, we've rested for 30 minutes, and I don't know how much time we actually want to rest. Like, in Gilda's mind, it's, literally treat wounds and get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
I
here.
don't think he'd want to sit around even if he was a little bit hurt. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going
Things
out.
are pretty tight here now.
Yeah, resources are very tight.
Okay, yeah, that did it. He's back up to full.
Okay, so they head back out in the streets. Do we want to hit Rin's Wonders or Odd Stories first? They're both kind of relatively close, and start picking up NPCs.
Let's split up.
Probably Rin's.
Gilda will go to Odd Stories, and you guys can go to the tent with the cloak.
I was gonna say, yeah, Rin's because she doesn't have walls to hide behind, so
That's a good point.
So you head back towards the blacksmith, and Ren's is like just north of that, and you can see the usual setup. Nothing seems to be askew, though the lights, there's no lights on, and stepping into the area, you don't see Rin anywhere. There's nothing. It's real quiet here.
is the moon still super full? And is the everything so
yeah.
bathed in light? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rin,
Yeah.
can you hear us?
Normally it would be like pretty dark here with no lights on, but you have a fairly good vision because of how bright and big the moon is.
Rin, are you around?
No response.
Well, I didn't see this coming.
We've got to keep moving, don't we? Or we can't really stay and look for her,
Tulok,
can we?
yeah, Tulok pushes past Gilda and Kraka and runs into the main tent.
Okay. Gilda will start making her way to Odd Stories then. She doesn't really have any allegiance to Rin.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sign of Rin whatsoever, or any kerfuffle of any kind.
Okay.
Okay,
Cracker will
then
just follow.
Tulok follows behind.
So heading to Odd Stories, you can see the lights are out and the curtains shut. And if you give a little rap on the door, you hear a little bit of movement inside, a little peeks of the curtain, and Morlabint spots you, opening the door. Like, oh, fancy seeing you. Your timing seems pertinent. Please come in.
I don't think we really have time for that, Mr. Bint. We're just checking on everyone we can and asking them politely to head to the garrison.
Oh, yes, sir. The guard came by earlier, told Kevin and I to actually lock up and turn the lights off. We heard the howls afterward and even spotted a wolf or two stalking through the streets afterward. I think the timing was perfect. In fact, we heard rumors from the guards that people were talking of a bipedal wolf creature of sorts. And I, of course, set Kevin off on some research, and he's been looking at were creatures. Are you familiar with were creatures?
As opposed to what or why creatures?
Oh, Kraka. Oh, Kraka. Now is not the time for levity.
I was
I'm sure
being
someone's
deadly
recently
serious.
told you that already.
Tulok comes from behind and says, What have you found out? Tell us of Kevin's research.
I'm afraid I don't have much other than some simple things. They are triggered by the moonlight, which causes some concern for the current situation. And they are weakened by attacks from silver implements as well, it seems. Isn't that right, Kevin?
And Kevin's like on the back, nose in the book. He's just like nodding his head.
And the only thing we've really come across beyond that is something that can prevent this curse, as it seems to be, this were curse. Before the first time someone transforms into one of these were creatures, if they can survive the effects of the poisonous plant known as wolfbane. Wolfsbane, it seems it can remove the curse, but it has to be done early, and it is a harrowing process. Beyond that, we just keep looking.
Gilda's like tapping her foot as he's talking, like constantly, head on a swivel, like just waiting to move the fuck on.
Yes, of course. Apologize, Lady Gilda. Please go on. We will be safe here. We would prefer to stay in our own home, if that's all right with you. We will continue to search for more information if we can.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude there, Mr. Bint, but you must understand things are happening. They're happening quickly, and They're not happening particularly well, if you catch my drift.
Yes, I understand, of course. Yeah, I was hoping to use this as a bit of a distraction should something come by, but I have the ability to cast a bit of invisibility upon myself and Kevin, so perhaps this will be of use to you. And he specifically hands a scroll to Tulok, which is a scroll of illusory creature.
Ooh, all right.
So illusory creature is a pretty decent spell that is on the occult spell list. So Tulok shouldn't have too much trouble using it. It's a level 2 spell. And it basically creates a larger, smaller creature. It generates sound, smells, and feels believable. And the image are ever farther than 500 feet apart, it ends. So it's got a huge distance. It can't speak. But it's got a few things. Like you have to sustain it, and it gets 2 actions per round. And it uses your spell attack roll and attack roll for attack rolls and whatnot. And it's got a whole saving throw thing you can look at, Scott. And it's potent enough to actually count as flanking. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's a neat little tool to have in your belt.
Nice. I'm an illusory creature baby, so why don't you kill me?
Yeah.
That is a fantastic spell. Why the fuck don't we use it more?
Because no one has it.
Summon ghost creature.
Yeah, so Morlabint bids you adieu and steps back in and goes back to working away with Kevin.
I guess the Farmers Guild's the next on the list.
It's the next closest.
Your local 4-H. Let's go.
Yep.
You head down to the Farmers Guild, and you can hear a similar noise, but with different animal voices, as you heard at Galentine Deliveries, and that there are sort of whinnying and scared creatures inside the building. So the livestock is not out in the yard anymore. And approaching here, you get you knock on the door, and Hala Highstepper very quickly opens the curtain of the window and closes it, and then there's a couple beats, and then opens it, looks at the curtain again and realizes who it is, and then quickly opens the door and says, come in, quick.
They quickly go in.
Okay.
Ooh.
So there is like a borderline panic in this room, you can feel and it's just Hala and the animals, but you could feel this tension building, and as she's just welcome. Is everything okay out there? I heard howls, I heard screams, I think, and there was a 2-legged wolf. I don't know what's going on. The animals were freaking out, and so I had to bring them inside because I feared for wolves. I don't know what to do. I'm really scared. I don't know what to do.
Is it just her in there with the animals, or him, or have we ever met him?
We as players have met Hala, but not our characters. I don't.
Yeah, Hala is a female halfling who runs the Farmers Guild. She's just there by herself.
Old friend of Raphael, or Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
Tulok approaches, pouring a dram.
You are gonna now use this flask of fellowship to death, aren't you?
Hala, calm down. Speak to us why you're so nervous.
And she takes a drink of warm milk. She loves warm milk.
She can get that fresh from the cow, 4 feet away, being awkward
just
in a
hint
corner.
of nutmeg.
So that's a 19 on my diplomacy check. Bad roll, but 19 on my diplomacy to try to calm her down. And get information if she knows anything that we haven't heard already.
And her hand is shaking on the cup, and it was kind of she's half listening to you, and she's looks like she's a little bit appreciative of your effort, but she's looking also to Lady Gilda and to Kruka. Is it safe out there? Is everything okay? I don't know what to do.
Gilda's got her back to her and is just constantly looking out the door. She's paying as little mind to the civilians as she possibly can, kind of leaving that to the locals between Tulok and Kruga.
Yeah. And what are you doing, Kruga?
Just hanging out with a goat.
Just hanging out with a goat.
Okay, you just acting casual.
Acting as non-scary as possible.
Okay, so she turns to Krucka and just sees how casual you are, and she's like, starts to be like, okay, everything's fine, okay. And then she turns to Lady Gilda, who is just stalwart and staring at the window. She's like, no, it's not okay. Okay, it's not okay, is it? It's not okay. Look, she's on guard. It's not going to be okay.
She's just like that.
Tulok says, it's okay. Just relax. Close the door behind us and lock it. And stay here with your animals. Do not leave the house until a guard comes to get you. We must move on.
They told me to stay in. Oh no! If you're gonna go out there, everything's gonna go wrong.
Everything will be fine.
Why is she on guard? You can feel the panic building, and the animals start to shift.
Hala,
We just need to go out there and make sure that we have taken care of all the creatures so far. We have already removed the wolf that walks on two legs.
It will be safe. We already have a code word. The code word is, it's safe to come out.
Lady Gilda, what were you going to say?
Hala, we believe in you, and we trust you, and we know that you can do this. She's still like looking out the window, her back to her, you know. You leave whatever's out there to us. If you hear anything, you call for us. But until you see a guard or one of the three of us, you stay here. You stay safe, you stay strong, and you stay strong for your animals and for their future. She's like doing her best to like force out this aura of courage to Hala, like just really try and bolster her spirits without doing very much, you know.
Okay.
I'd like to attempt a diplomacy check to try and calm her the fuck down.
Okay.
That's a 14.
And I just wanted to say that it was Lyme disease, not leprosy, that opossums don't get.
Oh.
Good catch.
The rare
Damn.
mid-episode correction.
Oh, just right at the very end. Amazing. And okay, and she, you know, because everyone's kind of trying to calm her down in different ways, including Crocker just being casual, petting the goat, she starts to like, you know, just let a little bit go. She's like, okay, they're there, and she just starts going over to Tem with the animals. She's like, thank you, we'll be okay. I'll remember the code word.
Good.
And if you could maybe give us a quick blessing of Erastil, because we are about to go on another hunt, Miss High Stepper.
Can she do that?
She's the priest of Erastil, isn't she?
No, she has a shrine to Erastil, like in the yard, but she's not a priest of any kind.
Those classic barnyard shrines.
Classic barnyard. Okay. Tulok steps out of the home as well, and they move forth.
Krucka's just.
I mean,
Here, boy.
Where to next? Crow's Casks, or Eichenholz Manor, or the ruins of the Alpaca, or the
I mean,
market? What-
I question whether we need to continue spelling out each individual place, or can we hand wave this, or like if we say that we go to each place.
I'll be honest with you. I am counting stuff behind the scenes here.
Okay.
The progress you make, how much you accomplish by checking in on people versus how long it takes you to get where you don't even know where you need to go. So everything matters. How long you take and how much you help matters.
Copy that. Okay, I say personally that we go to Crow's Cast next, and then we just slowly work our way towards the Dawnflower Library.
Okay, wait. I hear what you're saying, but what would Jal want? What do we know about this person? If we're assuming they're behind it at all, wolf on two legs, I mean, I guess that could
So
be...
you guys
that
don't
could
know
be
much
Jal.
at all. The only person who actually knew anything was Fizzit, who imparted some knowledge to you, but you guys never followed up on the character. So all you really know is that he used to be a serial killer that hid among the druids, and then one day was found out on a full moon when he went on a rampage, and he ended up killing many people, including Keelan Lathanar's wife, and then was driven basically off a cliff into the ocean, and is believed to be dead other than by Keelino, who to this day collects and pays well for wolf pelts.
I mean, maybe Crow's Caskin in the market then, because if Keelino's constantly hunting wolves, he's got to be a target, right?
Yeah,
and it's
got
a wide open space, great for a showdown.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Just hope that some rain starts and there's a little thunder booming in the background.
So Crow's Cask next, and then
so you head to Crow's Casks, which you would normally expect to be bumping at this time of night. It's only about 10:45 at this point, and it is completely shuttered. When you get to the door, you actually see there's a sign on the door that says, it used to say, it's not scratched out, that place was closed for some sort of private event. But then underneath it says that the private event was canceled due to illness. Someone can roll me a society check on that.
I got a 13.
You're not from this town, so you don't really get it. We get one from the other guys.
19.
27, sweet baby Ray.
Okay. Tulak, you actually kind of know what this what illness would be when it comes to Crow's Casks, because you can go in and try new alchemical concoctions from Magilloy at the risk of like getting sick for like 24 hours on them or something like that. So probably the staff was drinking the concoctions and it was like, oh shit, we can't cook any food tonight. Like we gotta shut this place down. So it's like a semi-common local thing. But there appears to be absolutely nobody in the building whatsoever.
Okay, so we head to the farmer's market.
As you are looking here and like kind of peeking at the windows and trying to figure it out, you hear a commotion coming from the south down the way. There's a wooden bridge that crosses the Osprey River before the stone bridge where the Crux Nook sits on, and you could hear it coming from down there. And you could hear someone basically hollering and screaming, and then you start to hear barks and howls from down there as well.
Well, let's get the fuck away from that.
Gilda starts motoring towards it as fast as her 20 feet per action can carry her.
All right. You guys book it down there, and you get to the bridge, and you can see in front of you the bridge is in disrepair, or rather it's been a lot of planks have been pulled up because it's in the middle of important repairs. And on the other side of the bridge is a guard on his ass, like crab walking backwards away from this massive dire wolf and two wolves flanking it. And they look like they are on the hunt and about to pounce on this dude. And you have this barely passable bridge in front of you. And that's what we're going to call it. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.